Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the vlog. I hate that I am opening this vlog in my pajamas, but like, when am I not in pajamas is honestly a question. So yeah, it is currently 7:49 on the 2nd of January. This vlog will be from the 2nd of January to the 8th of January. And like, it's insane to think that it is January already. So yeah, so this will be my vlog for the first week of January, I guess. So today I didn't update the vlog earlier, like I didn't start the vlog earlier because I didn't really do much. I say that as I finished a book. Well, I finished two books. Finished a book technically this morning, and that was Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. I watched a live yesterday where somebody started reading a scene out loud, and then I was like, I need to see how that scene ends. Essentially, Desperate Measures is the first book. I can't talk. Desperate Measures is the first book in the Wicked Villain series by Katie Robert, and essentially it is a series of, I think it's 6 books of, they're all like smutty Disney villain retellings. So the first book, Desperate Measures, is Jasmine and Jafar, and essentially it is like, Jasmine's father is like this like high-priced person, like kind of almost like maybe like a leader of like a kind of almost like a mafia thing. Jafar kills Jasmine's father, takes over that crown, and then takes Jasmine as his own. And yeah, it is like smutty. It is like, or it's basically like an erotic book. It's like 230 pages, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that was a book that wasn't on my TBR. And then another book that I have started that is much more like my normal kind of read, and that is like just a normal kind of read, is All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. I started this on the 1st, and I'm currently now 78% in. I think I read the first 8 chapters, and this essentially like essentially in this, every generation, like every 20 years, there's this thing called the Blood Moon, and the Blood Moon is what starts this tournament. There's a tournament that involves the 7 families of Ilvernath, and essentially this tournament is whatever family wins gets to control the high magic for that like generation, essentially, like those 20 years, and it is a fight to the death. So there are 7 competitors, one from each family, and whoever wins gets control of the magic. The only thing is, this year's competition is a little bit different because there was a book published about this competition that has now brought like has brought this town into like the mainstream light, and so the competition is a little bit different this year. But like, I am loving this book so far. I'm less than 100 pages in, and it already could possibly be a 5-star if it sticks to the vibe that I'm getting so far. Like, we have 4 main characters. It is told multi-point of view. Why I say we have 4 main characters, because we're seeing 4 point of views. We're seeing like 4 different characters, each from a different family. 3 of them are competing in this tournament, and 1 isn't. And I'm just very excited to see how more of this goes. I absolutely love the character of Alistair so far. Like, he's so far my favorite character. I think it's just because like of his like the vibe I'm getting off of him. But I do love all of these characters so far. Like, there hasn't been a single page that I've been bored, which is great. I would read more of this tonight, but I'm going to be in like the car for like 3 hours tomorrow because we're traveling out of town. And like, so yeah, I'm probably gonna read a bunch of this tomorrow. So there is an ebook that I'm going to be starting tonight, and that is Trick 6 Venom by Penelope Douglas. This is a reread for me, as I read this at the end of July 2021, but I'm doing a buddy read with somebody who wanted to read this. So yeah, essentially I'm gonna struggle to describe this because I went in knowing nothing, so I'm literally like, it's hard to describe something when like you went in going nothing, so I don't know how to describe it without spoilers. But essentially we follow these 2 girls, Liv and Clay, and essentially they are like enemies for various reasons, but it's like their like dynamic, and then it like leads to a relationship between the 2 of them. and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars when I first read it. It is like a sapphic new adult romance. What else more do I really need to say? Like, I want to reread it, and I'm literally going to be starting to read that here in a few minutes. And so I'm going to leave this clip here, and this is going to be like my clip for today. I will talk to you tomorrow before we leave, and let you know how I'm liking 2nd-7th Venom and all of that. Okay, wow, this is a very weird situation, and I'm scared that somebody's going to see me talking to my phone. So we're going to do this quick, because I'm currently sitting in the back seat of the vehicle. It is 11:30, and we are about halfway to the place that we need to go. My mom has a heart specialist appointment about an hour and a half away from home, because that's like where the nearest place is, because we live in a small ass town. If you can hear any background noise, it's because the radio's still on. I'm constantly looking around, making sure nobody's gonna pull up and see me talking. But last night I read to 46% of 2nd-7th Venom, loving it. It's a reread, and all of that. So it's pretty much all I can say is, like, I love it. I love these characters. I forgot, like, there's like little details that I forgot, but like as I'm rereading it, things are more popping back up. And I'm like literally currently in the back seat reading all of his villains, which I am debating. I'm gonna put my bookmark in if I can find it. Okay, I can't put my bookmark in, so I will literally just be holding it. I'm currently reading all of his villains. I'm on page 106 right now, and where we're going, like the town that like the city that we're going to has a bookstore. I'm already gonna grab Throne of Glass if they have it, because I need to read that this month, and I want to own all the books. Unfortunately, I can't get the hardback because they don't have the fucking hardback, but they have the paperback, at least according to the Indigo app. But then also, I'm debating, should I just grab all of his villains as well? Because I love this book so much. This is a loan from my library, so like, should I buy it? I don't know. I'll figure that out. And there are people over there. I don't get how people could vlog in public. Like, fuck no. So yeah, that's currently where we're at. I meant to vlog before we left, but then like we didn't, and then I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just do it in the parking lot of the gas station that my parents are stopped at. So yeah, this is very awkward, so I am just going to end this here, and I will talk to you probably once I get home, unless I have an opportunity to talk like this. So yeah. Okay, so I'm home. I feel weird wearing a necklace right now. I just saw my reflection in my thing, and I was like, oh shit, I'm wearing a necklace, I forgot. So I have like 2 things I want to share. So I ended up going to the bookstore. I will show you what I got. So first I got Books Are Fallen. I got Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I originally wanted to get the hardcovers of this book, but apparently it is impossible to find Empire. Is it Empire Storms? This is what Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me was saying during a live, and I think also in one of the group chats that I'm in with her, she was saying that. So I said fuck it and buying the paperbacks. Also, the paperbacks are much cheaper. Like, yes, I own Kingdom of Ash hardcover, but I'm buddy reading this with a few people, and I'm wanting to buy all the books. So I figured get Throne of Glass so I can read that this month and like have it, and just get it paperback, and then just have 2 copies of Kingdom of Ash, because that is a book that I adored a lot, and I feel like why not have 2 copies? And this, I love this. I read it 2 years ago, so I'm dying to do a reread, and this time actually read it physically. And then you know how I said that I was reading this. You may notice there's not a bookmark in it. I did not finish it, but I may have bought myself a copy of it. So this is the library's copy. This is mine. Because I made it to about 150 pages in, and I was like, I'm going to need to reread this. I'm going to need to reread it and tab it. So, like, I got myself a copy. So this will be returned to the library tomorrow. Maybe I might take it in. So, yeah. So we're just going to pop the cover up. I just love this, like, the way it's, like, the 2 hands, just, like, kind of like that. And the way that, like, these things on the hand, if you can see that, those are meant to represent. Essentially, in this book, there's like magic, but they're controlled by almost like these stones that are in these rings. So like that's that. I have no idea whose hands these are meant to be, or if it's just meant to represent that. I made it to page 250 though today, meaning that I read like 180 almost pages or something like that today, and I'm like loving this so much. This kind of like, it took a little bit of a turn than what I thought. So essentially we have like the four main characters. Two of them have like decided to like team up in a weird way. I don't want to say how, but like it's two characters that I really like. And then we have one character that's just off doing his own fucking thing. Very powerful. Magic that he shouldn't have, and he's almost manipulating things. And I'm very excited to see how that turns out. Then we have another character who was the one that I said wasn't supposed to be a competitor in this. Well, she may have forced her way into the competition. I'm not going to say how, in a very brutal way. And she's teaming up with three of the other competitors to make an alliance. And like, so far everybody's still alive. I'm shocked. That's where I'm at. Everybody's still alive. But for how long? That's my thing. I will say that there's a little bit of like a possible couple. I want to say possible because like there's like a little bit of like, originally the flirting was meant to be manipulative, but now it's curious. And there's also like a almost kiss that got ruined. So I'm like, is this meant to be that? Because I wasn't expecting those two. If I would have guessed, I wouldn't have, and literally those probably would have been the last pairing I would have guessed. But I'm like, I'm more than down for that. I'm just loving this book so much. Like, it's still possibly a 5-star. It's really fast paced. I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. Which is hence why I had to buy my own copy. I'm exhausted because I went to bed at like 3 a.m. and I had to get up at 8:30 this morning. So I'm tired, but I'm going to crawl into bed and read more of 2nd-7th. I might even try to finish it. Who knows, really? I haven't decided that. I'm currently like messaging somebody I'm buddy reading with this book with, and I'm like, ooh, you have some thoughts, I have some thoughts, we're chatting about it, I love it, I cannot wait for her to get to a specific scene that she's very close to, but I don't know if she's going to reach it to today. So yeah, but I will see you tomorrow. I'm not going to say when because I will end up not doing that time. So we're just going to ignore the fact it's 9 p.m. on Tuesday, the 4th, and I haven't picked up the camera since now. I blame that I slept in because I just felt awful this morning. When my alarm went off, I literally was like, if I get up now, I'm going to have an awful day, so I slept in a little bit. Thankfully, I was able to. And then I did a little bit of school work this afternoon. Definitely not enough. I'm still so far behind. I'm hoping to catch up this week. And then I may have gotten my fairy loot box upside. Was it upside down? Yes, it was upside down. Currently there's just some of the stuff in there, but I will have a whole. I do already have a whole video of me unboxing it. I'll leave that in the description, the iCard, as it will already be up by the time this vlog is up. And last night, totally forgot to mention what I read last night. Last night I made it up to 75% of 2nd-7th, and I'm 100% getting it finished tonight. Like, hands down, I am gonna like crawl into bed here in like 10 minutes and start reading that and finish it. And then just now I made it to page 300 of All of Us Villains. Originally I wanted to get it finished tonight, but I unfortunately didn't because I ended up having like a whole thing with my video. We'll talk about that in a second, but like, I like this. We've had alliances have changed. One person has died, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for spoiler reasons. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the video is, earlier I thought that I lost the footage from my video. I filmed it on my phone, which I've done like almost every week for the past like month, like every single day for the last month almost. So I've never had trouble with footage at all whatsoever. So I go onto the iCloud thing, because you just go to the iCloud thing, you download it to the computer, put it in the editor. That's literally what I do every single time. And the one clip was like working perfectly fine, no reason. The other one, it had like a little symbol of almost like an error, and I was like, oh, that's weird. So then I downloaded it. It wouldn't let me open the file. It wouldn't let me put the file into the editor. Okay. So I deleted it, and then I did a bunch of different things. I literally was like, I'm literally going to cry. I literally was tempted to put it in an editor on my phone that I have and edit it there. But then it magically worked, and I literally, I was so close to crying. It was insane. That's all thing, but I'm going to go and finish Trick 6 Venom, and I will talk to you, fingers crossed, in the morning, because I'm planning on getting up early to try to get a bunch of shit done. We're gonna just not talk about the fact that I'm in the same outfit as last night, and it is also almost 7 p.m. I look the way I feel. So last night I finished Trick 6 Venom. I'm giving it 4 stars. I still really enjoyed it. That's pretty much all I have to say. And then today I did some schoolwork, and I had a headache. I read 1 chapter of All of Us Villains, which was like 4 pages, and my head just feels like it's gonna explode. I filmed a video, I uploaded a video, but I just need to crawl into bed. My headache is so bad, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, so I'm just gonna crawl into bed and try to relax. Okay, so it is 6:51 on Thursday. I almost forgot the day of the week there for a second. And if my hair looks sopping wet, it's because I just got out of the shower literally like 10 minutes ago. But today I did not that much. I did a school assignment. We went shopping to get things. And that's basically it. In all honesty, that's all I've done. Last night I didn't read anything beyond what I said about the 4 or 5 pages of All of Us Villains, but I am just about to start reading more. The book's all the way over there on my bed, so I'll grab that after. I'm just going to read more of that, and all of that. Well, technically I think first what I'm going to do is I need to create my stats page for my video that goes up Saturday, so I might do that, then read, so that's done. So I just finished All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman, and I'm giving it 5 stars. I enjoyed this book so much. I'm trying to think of what I can say without spoilers. There was, gosh, what can I say actually? I love these characters. They are all so morally gray, and they're even they're on a scale of how morally gray they are, and they fluctuate. Like a character that you wouldn't think would be morally gray based on the beginning maybe is a little bit more villainous than you thought, and then somebody that you knew would be a villain turned out to be more of a villain than you expected. I will say my favorite character, who I kind of guessed was going to be my favorite character, is Alistair, solely because of, I guess, how much of a broken soul he is, because I always like those type of characters, so I'm not really surprised that he's my favorite character. But I loved all 4 of our main characters in different ways. It's hard to explain without spoilers. I was surprised by the ending. Not the ending, but more a reveal that happened at the end that, so again, there's this book that was written about the tournament. It is revealed who wrote that book, but it wasn't who I expected and why I expected it. I would not have guessed that at all. It was something that I was just okay. And the funny thing is, with this character, I said maybe a chapter or 2 before that I was I really hope this character is dived into a little bit more in book 2, because I really enjoy him. A little spoiler. And then it was revealed that, and then I'm oh, how is that going to change everything? So it's kind of revealed that that character might be the big bad. We also are trying to break this tournament. The way that we are trying to break this tournament is a kind of cool way. I'm not going to say how. As soon as book 2 is available for pre-order, guess who will be pre-ordering it? I'm going to shut up now. So the ebook that I'm going to start tonight, and fingers crossed finish tonight, is Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. I'm reading this for a book club. All I know is, like, in this book we have, like, this spaceship full of women crash land on this alien planet. It's very icy, and we follow Georgia? Is that her name? As she has a romance with the blue alien. As she has a romance with an alien. That's literally all I know. I've heard that this book is like you have to suspend your disbelief to believe it, but I've heard that it's funny in some aspects, very smutty, but it's the first book in like a 20-some book series. I definitely probably will never read the whole series, but I definitely will be reading this first book. But again, I will be reading this for a book club with a few friends on Instagram. So yeah, that's what I'll be reading, and I will let you know in the morning, fingers crossed, how I enjoy it, and all of that. Okay, so it is just after noon when I'm filming this. There are 2 things that I forgot to mention that happened yesterday. One is I got a Christmas card in the mail, and it's by, and it's like from Antonio Kane, or Tony, who is the author of Persuasion of Deceit. So, like, got a Christmas card from an author who's, like, beta team, art team, street team, like, all of that I was a part of to help her. So this was just, like, amazing to see. Took a while because shipping to Canada takes fucking forever. Are we surprised? And then also, I forgot to mention, I got my flu shot yesterday, so today I feel tired as fuck. Will that affect tomorrow with my 24-hour readathon where I'm going to be live with Ashley from Ashley's Media Addiction, which probably will be a separate vlog. I haven't fully decided that yet. But yeah, and then I also read and entirely completed Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon, which it is kind of what I said. It's like, we have these group of girls that get kidnapped by these weird aliens, and then they are like thrown onto this icy planet as like cargo, and then our main character, Georgie, I don't know if that's what I said last night or not, but her name is Georgie, ends up venturing out to see if there's any like sign of survival, meets an alien. You can fill in the blanks. It's a sci-fi alien romance. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. It was such a good read in the fact that it was hilarious. Like, I laughed so many times, and it definitely is like tropes that I don't like, but I still liked. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I am very excited to read more of this story though, like more of the books, because like it's like each book is like a different character, and like I don't know really, but I genuinely loved of how, even though what the fuck is the love interest name? Okay, I will say though, I give this 3.5. Like, one thing for example is I have already forgotten the love interest's name, and I read it last night. Oops. So yeah, but like, I did enjoy the story. This was a very fun buddy read that I did with some people. So yeah, today I need to do like a math exam, edit a video. I will let you know what I'm going to start tonight for a physical book, and then ebook for tonight, and then also just how the day goes. Okay, so my phone's at like 10%, so I have to do this really quickly. But I started Fierce Like a Firestorm by Lana Popovic, made it 68 pages in, or I think to chapter 8, and then DNF'd this book. Essentially this, we follow, well, this is the second book in the Hibiscus Daughter series, the first book being Wicked Like a Wildfire, where essentially we follow twin sisters, Iris and Melina, and they are witches and they are told by their mother to like not use their abilities, and then something happens, and then they end up discovering their family and more of their magic and stuff like that. I don't really remember much about the first, but I was like, oh, I know enough going into this. I literally, like, as I was reading things, I was forgetting it. And honestly, the writing style is way too flowery. Like, it's almost like, oh yeah, we're just gonna be whimsical and be whisked away and like all of that. Like, I get there's magic, but like it's very whimsical, too whimsical for my liking. I think that's what I said with the first book as well, but I tried to give book 2 a go, and I just think this series isn't for me. Like, don't get me wrong, the characters are good, the plot is good, it's just way too whimsical, and I find that pushing me out of the story more. Also, I don't want to waste my time with a book that I'm not going to like, that isn't my style, isn't like a writing style I'm going to vibe with. I do think I probably will unhaul both the first book and this book. I'm not entirely sure. I'll think about that. And then the ebook that I'm going to be starting tonight is Secrets We Hunt by Dana Isley, and this essentially is, we follow Wes, who he traveled to Greece for his best friend's wedding, and upon arrival at the wedding, he stumbles across a girl, Zoe, that he knew years ago. I can't remember how many years prior, and the two of them have like a one-night fling thing. It's like 90 pages, it's an erotic novella, but it's Dana Isley, and I will read everything by her, like hands down. So I'm gonna go read that, and then I'll end this vlog. Yes, it's only Friday, but I'm doing the 24-hour readathon in a separate video because it's like Saturday and Sunday, and this vlog ends on Saturday, and I don't want to like start the vlog halfway through or almost like with like only 6 hours of a readathon to spare. It would be fine if it was like a week-long readathon and it was like one day, but like 6 hours out of 24 hours, you might as well make your own its own video, and it'll just be a bonus video. I'm gonna shut up now though, and I'm gonna go, and well, it's like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna relax a little bit, then I'll read that, then I'll end the vlog and all that. Okay, we're gonna mime the blue because my computer's currently restarting. But I didn't pick up the phone when I said I was, because, well, I forgot until like I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I didn't end this vlog. So I ended up reading Secrets We Hunt, and I'm giving it a 4-star. It is really good for being such a short book, and it definitely leads on to like sets up things for the next books in the series, because I think there's going to be 5 books in total, so two are released. We have the title for the 3rd, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be 1 book for each member of the friend group, and there's 5 people in this friend group. So like, I'm perfectly okay with that. But I like the characters. I love the laughs that I've had. The sex scenes were like really fucking good, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here because it's currently Saturday, and I'm gonna switch over to my like readathon vlog, because I have a feeling I'm going to get quite a bit of footage for that. I'm gonna end this vlog here, and the screen is almost completely black. But I'm gonna end this here, and I will talk to you guys in my next vlog, which will be my 24-hour readathon reading vlog.